Flags here on Signal Hill and across America are flying at half-staff this evening at the order of President Donald Trump to honor American music legend and humanitarian icon Dolly Parton, who died at the age of 80. Parton's family says she died peacefully today at her home in Nashville. Parton rose from humble beginnings in Tennessee to earn the unofficial title Queen of Country Music. She wrote more than 3,000 songs over her half-century-plus career. Notables include Jolene, 9 to 5, and I Will Always Love You. Parton won 11 Grammys and is a member of both the Country Music and Rock and Roll Hall of Fames. She was also one of the country's most beloved philanthropists. Parton's library program has gifted more than 300 million books to children around the world through the Imagination Libraries. We're going to take a look at that local impact in a moment.
Parton's long musical career included at least one stop here in Siouxland. This afternoon, I spoke with former Sioux City Journal editor Bruce Miller about his time interviewing Parton and about her visit in 1993. Bruce, you had the opportunity to not only review Dolly Parton's music, review Dolly Parton's movies, but also talk with Dolly Parton.
Review Dolly Parton.
You were right, review Dolly Parton. So what was she like? Was she everything we saw on the silver screen?
You know, she is a creation of Dolly Parton. Okay. And she lives up to whatever you want her to be. She will try to live up to that. The thing I found about her was she was a very sly businesswoman. She knew what she was talking about, and she could pivot more than anybody else you'd ever imagine. She had a lot of setbacks in the course of her career. She was going to do a movie career, and then she says, I ain't no Meryl Streep, and she said, I want to just come and do little bit parts, and that should be enough. And then they said, well, we want you to sing these ballads. She says, I ain't no Barbra Streisand, and she didn't want to do that. So she reinvented herself all along the way, but she wasn't always successful Dolly. We see that now because everybody looks up to her and says, my God, look what she has done. Yeah. And I think as a humanitarian and a philanthropist, that will be her biggest calling or her biggest remembrance.
When she came to perform in Sioux City, what was that like? What was the reception for Dolly Parton?
People loved Dolly. And you know, those high heels she had, clomping around the Tyson Event Center stage was like, oh my God, she's gonna fall. I know she's gonna fall. But she just kept going, and she wouldn't, and if a song didn't go well, she'd admit it and then move on to the next one.
Beloved, that's a word that comes up a lot. Icon is another word that comes up a lot when discussing Dolly Parton. What's a word you would describe Dolly Parton?
Oh, she's just so lovable. She was so lovable. And she would always, like, if she sensed that there was something there with you and her, she'd give you a hug, she'd do whatever to make you feel better. And I must tell you, I had a friend who was also a reporter, and he said, you know, Dolly calls me up all the time, and I thought, this is a lie. You're lying to me. And when he died, she sent the biggest bouquet of flowers that you ever saw. And she says, you are always going to be my favorite reporter. And I thought, isn't that sweet that she would remember that with him?
Bruce Miller, thank you for the time, my friend.
You bet.
Always good to see you. We've also got your Dolly memories pouring into our KTIV Facebook page, answering the question, what is your favorite Dolly Parton song? A lot of replies answered Jolene and Coat of Many Colors. And for me, 9 to 5. You can add your own replies online right now. Just search for KTIV News 4 on Facebook.
Now, Dolly Parton made her name in music and movies, but she was a philanthropist impacting millions of families around the world with her Imagination Library program. That program mails one book a month to the homes of preschool-age students who are enrolled. Now, locally, United Way of Siouxland has served as the host for the program for more than 25 years. The president of United Way of Siouxland says more than 11,000 children here have benefited from the Siouxland Imagination Library program.
This program and Dolly Parton obviously has touched all of our hearts, probably in some way, shape, or form, whether you remember her songs or you remember reading to your kids as they were growing up, Imagination Library books. We just hope that the continuation of this program in our community helps inspire more families to connect with their children and connect with books. And if Dolly Parton's little message in the book inspires them to do that, we hope that legacy continues on.
Henning says the program operates in 5 countries, and the local program has 1,200 children enrolled.
Now, a piece of Dolly Parton's performing history is on display in Sioux City. This outfit she wore on stage and later autographed is now on display at Sioux City's Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, all a part of the music memorabilia that's displayed throughout that facility.